He is no longer the most high-profile inmate in the federal system. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another version of Stories with Ori. You know, folks, I don't know if you've all seen it like I have. Thank you, Cream. I appreciate. Hey, Will, good morning. Okay. Folks, before I begin, please don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, please. Okay. You don't want to miss. All right. Hey, Will, you're in Milan? Oh, my God. Wish I was there. Hey, what are all these people going to do now? Maduro is the highest profile inmate in the federal system, okay? What are these other YouTubers who built their YouTube channels on Diddy going to do? Oh my God. You know, I get a kick out of that one guy. He always tilts his baton. I'm going to tilt my back, folks. Yeah. I thought I'd do that. I thought it was funny. Folks, you know, I got to tell you something. I watched this intently on television, what we did in Venezuela of taking out Maduro, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, and his wife. And, you know, when I watched him, okay, all right, the plane landed in Stewart Air Base, which is right outside of Newburgh, New York. I know it very well because that's where Con Air flies into. Although he was not on a Con Air plane, okay? He was on a special plane, just him and his wife. And I guess the DEA was with him on that there. And I watched him do that perp walk. Boy, he's a tall guy, isn't he? All right, he is tall. You see how much taller he was than the DEA just next to him? Folks, I did the same thing. I did that perp walk. Chained, shackled, I know what it is. And then they brought him to MDC, exactly where I spent 30 months. Can you imagine now that he's got to be in this prison and his wife in that prison, but she's in a different unit than him, okay? So I don't know what their sex life was, but they're not going to have any there, that's for sure. You know, folks, this moment that I saw it, I knew that the liberals are going to come out and say, oh, it's illegal, this and that, and of course, you're hearing it. You know, it's really surprising, and I don't want to get political here, but do you remember when Obama took out Saddam Hussein out of Iraq? Do you remember? He didn't take him out alive. No, he didn't. He took him out unalive. So you got to give Trump credit here. He took this guy out alive. We did not lose one single military service member of our country, okay? So thank the Lord for that there. You know, they want to make this very similar to what happened with Noriega, all right? You're right, Ryan, okay? Very different. Very, very different, okay? I don't think Trump's stopping there. I'm going to tell you something else. Cuba better wake up. You better wake up over in Cuba. You're much closer than we are, okay? Thank you, Denver Mark. I appreciate that there. Jordan dropped. I don't know what that means, my friend. Okay? So, folks, this is going to be a long, drawn-out trial. Tomorrow, he will be in the court, same court house as Diddy was, the Southern District of New York. Okay? He'll be in front of a magistrate. Of course, he will not be given bail. I don't know who his legal defense is. I'm assuming that this guy has got a lot of money someplace. Whether he can get to it or have somebody get to it to get him the proper legal representation that he will need. Okay, I don't know. All right? But if not, I can tell you one thing about the federal court system. All right, they have great attorneys that they could appoint, all right, to represent him. They do have really some good ones there, okay? Actually, sometimes they're better than hiring big paid attorneys. I gotta be honest with you, okay? So, folks, you got your coffee? My cousin called me from upstate New York. 3 feet of snow they got there. 3 feet in Rome, New York. Bodies, yeah. You know, there were several others, yes, in South America. Now, you know what? I'm confused. Trump said he's taking over the country and he's going to run it for a while. Now, one thing that I'm very happy about this here is the people of Venezuela are very happy. They now have freedom. That's something that they have not had in that country. So whether you like what he did or, all right, or didn't like, you got to be thankful. All right, there's 28 million people in that country. That's a lot. And now they have their freedom. And I'm very happy about that there. All right? The people themselves were outraged, but it did not. No, the people are not wrong. All right? We'll see if there's going to be a power struggle. I don't think there's going to be. Oh, wait, we got somebody from Palm Springs, California. Good morning, G-Flow. How are you? Oh, I got to get down to Palm Springs. You know, I used to go down there every weekend before I got arrested. I got to get down there. What do you do down in Palm Springs, G-Flow? Are you retired? Let me know. Okay, folks, subscribe, hit that like button. Leave me a comment, please, okay? And, you know, I want to thank all those of you who wrote me and telling me different things to do for my back, all right? I really appreciate that. Massachusetts, another great place. You got very similar weather there than I had in upstate New York, my friend Ryan. Yes, you do. A lot of snow, right? And chilly, but we got more rain this year here in California, all right, than ever. Home of the famous rap act. Oh, that's where I met Frank Sinatra, right there in Palm Springs, okay, for the first time. Yeah, I only care about Americans too, okay? And I am disappointed that Trump is not doing more for this country. Okay, very disappointed in that. Trust me. You know, they're making a big thing. I don't want to talk about this here, all right? That no tax on Social Security. Well, quite obviously, I get Social Security. Now, I was not your average citizen, so I didn't pay that much into it. So I only get $1,010 a month from Social Security. So I don't know. Does that mean that if I make extra money, I don't have to pay taxes on that extra money? All right? Does anybody know the answer to that there? If so, please leave me a comment. All right? Because I'm really confused about that. I'm happy that people are free, okay? We all should be free in the entire world. All right, baddies? Okay? Thank you, Frank. I'm going to check with my accountant and see what's going on with that there. Okay? Hydra, I really appreciate that. I come to you, folks, okay, dressed. I come to you as a gentleman, and I come to you respectful. I love you all. And for all you who subscribe, one thing you know, if you leave me a comment, I reply to you. Okay? And folks, you know something? I'm going to tell you something. I watch other YouTube channels, but I'm going to tell you one of the best. If you want to learn things, okay? If you want to learn, one of the best, if not the best, is Value Entertainment. Value Entertainment. Patrick Betta David. That's his name. All right, hey, he's always got 3 or 4 other people. Been doing a great show with Stephen A. Smith. But if you want to really learn, okay, they have different subjects every time, several times a day. These guys are very smart, intelligent guys, okay, funny sometimes. You should really seriously watch it. One thing I learned yesterday, and I bet none of you know this, okay? Leave me a comment if you knew this, okay? Did you know that 51%, 51% of all the people on social media are bots? Just learned that yesterday. You gotta watch Patrick Betta David, Value Entertainment, and get the facts on that there. All right? 51% fake accounts across all social media. That includes YouTube. All right? So when you see all these nasty people come in, okay, which I get a lot of them, everybody does, they're bots. They're fake accounts. I don't know how people do it, and I don't understand how Google and Facebook and all these people allow it. But it helps them all out somehow. Okay, so, you know, me and technology, forget about it. Okay? I don't know anything about it. Now, folks, I want you to leave me a comment. Do you know the difference between a mobster, a gangster, a gangster, and a racketeer? I bet you don't. I bet you think they're all the same. You see, folks, I'm going to be doing a show this coming week about what's the difference between a racketeer, a gangster, and a monster. And there are. Agent Orange says police body cams are also scripted. Really? And Brad, you're almost there, Brad. Thank you. Okay? A good fella, well, we all know what a good fella, they refer to me as a good fella, okay? All right? So, folks, I don't want to take up all your time. It's Sunday. Uh, I'm sure a lot of people, yes, Anthony, I'm an old school gangster. Definitely, no question about it. Folks, I never promote my book often, okay? Because a lot of people don't read today. A lot of people can't read. If you want to learn something about me, it's right here in my book, The Accidental Gangster. From insurance salesman to Hollywood fixer. Learn some of the things I did. And folks, another thing that people don't do, they don't check the profiles, okay, of people. They don't check the profile. If you go up in my profile, you will see my website, all right? And you can buy my book there if you want to. You can get an autograph book. If you don't want an autograph book, all right, it will take you to Amazon or Barnes & Noble. It's available in Kindle, audio, and of course the book form. Whatever way you want it, okay? It's there, all right? So thank you for checking it out for those of you who have, okay? But you could learn a lot more about who I am, things that I've done, and so forth by viewing my website. And if for a lot of people like autograph books, okay? I do everything myself, okay? Nobody works for me here. No, I never accidentally gave any information to law enforcement. Well, accidentally. Well, would that be taped recordings that when the informant was wearing a wire? Then was that an accident? I don't know what you call that, Agent Orange. You tell me, okay? Folks, no, I was never a snitch. I was never a rat. I did my time like a man. And get back to Maduro. Now, the only time he will be seeing his wife will be when they have co-defendant meetings, and they will be both brought to the same room along with their lawyers, and that's going to be the only time he will be seeing his wife. I'm curious to find out, okay, exactly what his wife really did, okay? I don't know much about her, and I'm going to investigate a little more for my own curiosity, all right? But it's going to be an interesting trial, to say the least. And J. Flo asked a good question. No lawyers were on the payroll for the mafia, but some lawyers represented certain families more than others, okay? Chagall was one of the best lawyers. You have Bruce Cutler. You have Lippman. There's a whole slew of them. All right, too many for me to mention. Okay, all right. Does Godfather here do favors? Okay. Want all the kingpin money from bank account. So Noriega had to be kidnapped. Yes. Okay, this is a little similar to Noriega. All right? That's a great question, Sherry Leash. Did I say it right? The world was much better 50 years ago. You have no idea how great this world was. And now I live in California. 50 years ago, you could have ate off the streets. They were so clean. 50 years ago, we had freedoms in California. California is a socialist state. I hate to tell you, but it definitely is. You ought to see our roads in Los Angeles. Beverly Hills, they're smooth as silk. But the moment you leave Beverly Hills and you hit the streets of Los Angeles, you got potholes just like you got in New York City. After they had a snowstorm, they put all the salt in the road. You think they do that here? No salt, but potholes like you can't believe. Okay? So that's a very good question. Yes, 50 years ago was much better. All right, people communicated with each other. People talked to each other, regardless of their political differences. Okay, there was not hatred like we have today. Where does it all come from? Where does it come from? Comes right from Washington, D.C., our capital. Comes right from the top, comes down to the bottom. Remember, water runs downhill, not uphill. So all the hatred, and you see it every day if you watch the news, okay, the left, 49.99. Bits break. Thank you so much. 49. You had no idea how much that helps me, folks. Okay, I just got a blitz break. Hit that thanks button and gave me $50. So, folks, you know, I make $1,000 a month on Social Security. Okay. I don't have money like I had in the old days. So anything I get from you folks here, all right, I definitely love it. I definitely need it, okay? I'm not a wealthy man no more. I'm wealthy because I'm alive. I have my health. I have my brain. I could talk, all right? I'm grateful for the things that I have in life. I'm grateful. I was a veteran. I do get a disability, okay, from the veterans, which takes care of my rent. And thank the Lord for that. Otherwise, you know, I'd have to be living with one of my children. I know my children would not allow me to be homeless, okay? I got 3 wonderful children like you can never believe. And, you know, I'm so grateful. It was my son who taught me to be grateful. Because I thought when I got out of prison, I thought everybody I did favors for was going to be coming giving me envelopes. No, that didn't happen. Not at all. Not at all. My children took care of me. Until I got my disability and had all the paperwork right, my son was here the first of the month paying my rent. That's the kind of children I have. So, I did something right in my life. Thank the Lord for that there. Okay? And that's a great question. I want to thank Bliss Break again. All right? God bless you, my brother. I appreciate that there. All my love and respect to you. All right? Folks, please subscribe. Do anything you can to help me to support my channel. Okay? Because I got a lot more stories to tell you. I got gangster stories to tell you. I got stories that, all right, about things that I've done in Hollywood as the Hollywood fixer. What I did for different actors, different actresses, the studio, lawyers. Okay? I did it, folks. And I'm going to be talking about it. So I have a lot more. My channel was not built on Diddy, and it's not going to be because of Diddy or anything else. You come here because you either want to listen to me and you like me, and for that there, you have all my love and respect. We got 141 people here. My God. 51. Somebody else gave me some money. Who else was there? Okay. Eh? So, folks, you got any question you want to ask me today? Ask me a question. And I told you. I wonder how tall Maduro is. A lot of people didn't notice the handcuffs and the shackles that he had while he was walking. Did you notice them? I did. Exactly. That perp walk, I did it. I was there. It's not a fun time, folks. Can you imagine, here this guy and his wife in bed. I guess they were in bed. I'm not sure. Does anybody know? Does anybody know? Were they in bed? Were they taken out of bed? You gotta admit something, okay? Trump did give them a lot of options. All right? Boy, 1999, who is that there? Okay, thank you so much. All right. Cici Omerta. Oh, my love and respect to you. Thank you so much. All right? It's the first of the month. It's starting off the first of the month. This is great. Thank you so much. All right? Folks, help me get up to $200 today. Okay, can we do that there? Make me feel good. All right? Be a great New Year's. To begin the New Year's. Okay? Oh. 29.59. So I'm up to 76.95. Okay. That's great. Folks, if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to my channel. Folks, in March, I'm doing a speech down in San Diego, and I'll be announcing and give you more information on it. It's a motivational. What you don't know about me, folks, I was in the insurance. I was a leading agent with the Prudential Insurance Company when I got out of the Army. And I love selling insurance. I sold a lot of it. Did very, very well. And then I ended up getting my own agency. And then I got indicted, my first federal indictment out of Syracuse, New York. Okay. And Wait now, let's see. Back to 1995. Thank you. CC Omerta. You hit that button twice, my friend. God bless you. I never had anybody do that before. This could be a great year. Somebody else here, let's see. $5, Funky Fuhrer. Good question, Funky Fur. I was in the Army 1963 to 1966. I served under General Westmoreland, who I got to meet personally, with I was in the 25th Infantry Division. I take it you were in the service too. What years were you in? Okay. Let me know, Funky. And the answer to your question, my friend, is yes. Okay? Which I never talk about it. Okay? But yes, I was. So I want to thank you. Folks, I want to tell you something. This is the best I've ever done as far as people hitting that thanks button. This is the best I've ever done. You have no idea how much this means to me. I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. Okay? You have no idea how much. Okay? And folks, for all those who haven't seen me before, one thing you gotta know. You write me a comment, I answer you. I'm not like the other YouTuber that I'm so big that I can't answer you, but I want you to subscribe. No, I answer you. Okay? Sometime, okay, if it's a short thing, it might be, I give you the heart and the like, but more than likely, I'm going to answer you. Okay? I'm very respectful. Okay? Very respectful. I believe that, you folks here, you subscribe, you write me, you're entitled to an answer. We are family here, okay? I'm not here to get 1 million subscribers. I'm trying to get it up to maybe 25,000 subscribers. I got a little over 10,000 more to go to get there, all right? But I want to keep it so that we're always a family and that I could always write you back when you leave me a comment, okay? Because I know a lot of times you people, are busy working or whatever you're doing and you watch the replay, okay? And I love my coffee. How about you folks? Drink a lot of coffee? All right? Let's see. All right? You're right, free to travel. A lot of weirdos, they're bots. Yeah, I told you earlier, Patrick Bada Dave, his show last night, and he was astonished. The 51% of the accounts are fake accounts. They're bots. Now, you people who know technology obviously know more than I do, okay? I don't know a bot. I don't know how you create a bot, but there's a way that people do, okay? And I don't know. So that question about was it better 50 years ago, you better believe it, folks, okay? It was so much better. Today, people don't talk to each other, okay? You got dating sites, they, they, they talk back and forth, all right? Everybody's texting, everybody's walking down the street with their phone, like it's the most important thing. They don't care about the car that almost hit them, all right? They don't care about that. There's no respect, there's no honor, there's no loyalty. And those are the things that I live my life by. If I was not like that, I probably would not be here talking to you. So folks, remember, go watch Value Entertainment. If you want to hear the truth, good stuff, honest stuff, sometimes these guys are funny. There's about 4 guys that Patrick David had. And, you know, he has a company called Minek, I think it is. All right, I'm going to look into it. Maybe I'll join it. I don't know. But right now, I think they're in Florida, and they're doing a big show there in front of an audience. And, you know, I wish I knew about it. I would have tried to go down there. So, folks, look it. Try to get me to $200. We're at 149.52 here. All right. Boy, what can I talk about now? You know, folks, one thing I don't talk about a lot, and you see all these people, it's devastating. They use all these words, okay? Because you got to use these words in your title in order to suck people in to come and watch you, okay? But they're talking about all these civil lawsuits against Diddy. Folks, a lot of them been thrown out, as you know. They're not great, okay? Yesterday I had a very honest lady. This lady, if she owes you a penny, she would drive 10 miles to pay you that penny. She was a gospel singer, brought up in the church, down south, good singer. And she was invited to a Diddy white party right there in her hometown down south. She escaped him. She got away from it. She's not suing him. She wants nothing from him. But she came on my show via telephone yesterday to tell her story. It's the first time she ever said it public. I didn't give her name. She didn't give her name. She's a businesswoman. She has a business. She does very well. She owns her home and a few other pieces of property. She doesn't need anything from Diddy. She came because she trusted me. Because she trusted me. And I got these guys writing me, telling me she lied. She didn't lie. She just wants nothing from nobody. Folks, I want to thank I got another $9.99. CC, you are wonderful, my friend. God bless you. Well, folks, all right, another 30 bucks. Who's going to put it up here? All right, who's going to help me get $200 today? We got anybody here? This is the best I've ever done. This is amazing. You know, I've seen other YouTubers getting $500, $600 every single day. Really do. So some of you folks are so wonderful. I'm so blessed to have you. I'm so blessed to be able to be here and have this platform to come and have a family like you folks. Very blessed. Another 9. Boy. See, thank you so much. Well, another $25 and we'll be there, folks. Anybody got 25 bucks? Boy, I got 183 people here. So anyways, I was talking about the Diddy civil lawsuits. Now, for those of you that don't know me, there is one civil lawsuit by a young man that's happening right here in Beverly Hills Courthouse. That young man is like family to me because he and my son are very close. And this young man was Diddy's assistant at one time. It was his dream, like everybody else's dream, that got around Diddy. All right, that it was something. All right? To meet Diddy, to be able to have that opportunity in the music business, that was so big. To be able to have that. But we all know how it all changed. And this kid, if you watch before the Netflix series, the 50 Cent did, all right, HBO. Was it HBO? Yeah. HBO did a 4-part documentary. And one of the episodes was solely this young man. And I'm going to tell you, this young man he just wants to be happy, wants to be left alone. He's found himself a new girlfriend, beautiful girl, okay? And he wants to be happy. Let's not ask him much. He, like everybody else, was devastated by the things that Diddy did, okay? Diddy did it for his own good. Understanding the true value of money. Yes, I do. And that's why, folks, okay, I come here to give you only truth and facts. I'm not going to embellish on things, all right? I'm not going to lie to you. I got nothing to gain. I'm 81 years old. I just turned 81, December 17th. Yeah. Country fried steak, 2 grams. Why don't you come and cook for me, countryside steak? Huh? Boy, I love countryside steak. CC, what are you doing? This CC guy is so amazing. I'm at $199.47. This is awesome. Man, OC, how much are you giving me here? You're giving me the most I've ever gotten. All right? How about them bears? OC America, I don't know why you keep hitting that button. My God, you're awesome. You know, some people have money, some don't, and I understand that. Times are not the best. We in this country, a lot of people are hurting. You go to the grocery store, the prices, right, just too much. We're being gouged at Chad Ryan, thank you, all right? We're being gouged at the grocery store, you all know that. And there's nothing that we can do about it. Okay. I don't know how. I want to be able to read my messages here. Okay? Saludo to you. I don't. Mm, mm, mm. I'm at 200, went over the $200 mark. And we still have a lot of people coming here. For the people who just came in here, I was talking about how Maduro and his wife were taken out of their country, and they are now in the MDC Brooklyn, exactly where I was. And tomorrow they will be in front of a magistrate, okay, which is a judge, all right? And they're fake. This is going to be a long trial. It's not going to happen quickly, okay? They're going to be sitting there in MDC for a while. It's not good, folks, because I was there. Funky Fur, thank you so much. You people keep giving me money here. I appreciate it. This is the best I've ever done. So it's great to start the new year off like this here. And, you know, for those who are new to my channel, I'm going to tell you again, one thing I do, you send me a message, you get an answer from me. You leave a comment. I don't have my nose up in the air like these other YouTubers who never, ever answer any of their things because they think they're above you. That's not me, okay? I'm not above anybody. I'm no different than you. I put my pants on the same way you do, one leg at a time. Navy Seabees, okay? Was the worst job I ever had. Well, I worked in a factory, Revere Copper and Brass, when I first got out of the Army. I lasted there 3 weeks and 3 days exactly. Yeah, 3 weeks and 3 days. And then I worked a couple weeks at another making airplane parts, Kelsey Hayes, which was located in Utica, New York. All right? We got people from Finland. We got people from all over the world. Oh, funky. Mm. And for all those who have given me money, I'll be writing you again later. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, because I sincerely appreciate anything that anybody can give to support my channel. I appreciate it. Okay, so don't think that I don't. $2, $1, all right? Doesn't make a difference how much, folks. It all adds up, okay? The more you can give, of course, the better. But, you know, we're talking about, I was going back talking about, all right? Phil Pines, who was on, and I will report proceedings on that there as long as I have permission from them, because there's other things they want to do. And, you know, folks, people say, all right, don't talk about it on your platform. I won't, okay? They say, don't use my name. I won't. I respect that, okay? And people know they could trust me. So, you know, when I leave this earth, the one thing they could say is, I was respectful, I was honorable, I was loyal, and I kept my word. And that means much more to me than anything else, folks. And if we all could live like that there, think of what a wonderful world this would be. You know, you've heard me say, I don't hate Diddy. I don't like him. There's a lot of people I don't like, all right? Yes, I enjoy classical music there. Your Honor, yes. That'd be good. If you get the bots to drop some money, that would be something. I love that. Hey, folks, how'd you like it? I put my back. You know that guy that tilts his microphone? You know, that's funny. All right? So we're going to see. I'm going to come back tomorrow after Maduro, all right, is arraigned. Let's see who he gets for an attorney. It's going to be very, very interesting, okay? Whether he gets a paid attorney or a court appointment, all right? I'm going to say this guy has got a lot of money buried. I would assume he does, all right? Okay? I would assume. But you know what assume means? Make an ass of you and me. All right? And maybe whoever he trusted with his money is going to take his money. So we're going to be seeing that there. Okay? So, everybody, please, all right, whatever you could do to support me, I appreciate it. Mostly, all right, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. You know, folks, it don't cost a penny. Don't cost you nothing to hit that like button. And it's amazing the people who will never hit a like button. And I can't imagine they don't like it. If you don't like it, you could hit a thumbs down button. But you know what? They don't even do that. That's pure laziness. You don't have any idea of the research, the studying, the things that we content creators must do to come here to give you a show. Okay? I'm going to be giving you a show about what's the difference between a racketeer, a mobster, and a gangster. Even though I knew, I had to research it. I read, folks. While I was in prison, I read over 300 books. You come into my bedroom, there are 2 books. I'll show you. Come on, take a walk with me. I'm going to show you. 2 books. Oh, boy, my legs were hurting. All right? Now, folks, there's my pictures. That's my family over there. All right? Come here. I got my pillow. See, I don't lie, folks. 2 books. This book is a Daniel D. Silva book. This is a Bible. That's the Bible. Yes, folks. I just started reading the Bible. My dear friend Nancy Lyon sent me the Bible. And I've been reading a little bit about it every day. All right? It's very interesting. You know, I remember one of my last conversations with Sonny Franchise when he was in a nursing home in Queens. And for those of you who don't know Sonny Franchise, Sonny was the underboss of the Colombo crime family. He is a real legend, okay? Trust me on that. And I was friends with him for over 50 years. But we were having a conversation, and he's telling me about he was in the hole, and I think it was at Leavenworth. And he says, I read every book there. He said, then just the way he talked, the only book left, he said, was the Bible. He says, so I read it. He says, hey, buddy, he says, those guys were smart, all right? Those guys were smart. They knew what they're doing. That's a good book. Yeah, that came from Sonny Franchise. Who was the underboss of crime family. Huh? Listen, don't worry. Some people poor, some people got money. I know, okay? So, you know, don't feel bad that you can't give. But be grateful for what you do have. All right, folks? Be grateful for what you have. All right, do your goon. What kind? All right? You're right, G-Flow. People have integrity. Look it. I gotta tell you, I never seen so much hatred coming out of Washington, D.C. as I seen. It was never like this, folks. Okay? And you know what? You got people in one family that are Democrats and some who are conservatives, and they don't talk to each other because of it. Come on, give me a break. That's not right. Huh? That's like saying, I'm not going to talk to you because your favorite color is blue and mine's pink. Okay? That's what they're doing. Over nothing. People are not talking to each other. Crazy. So folks, look at it. It's 11 a.m. here in California. Okay, show you. All right, you can't even see the sky. Normally, when you look that way, that's the east. Normally, I can see the San Bernardino Mountains, but I can't see them today. We have had more rain. My friend George, his home up in Hollywood Hills, part of his land fell down the hill into the pool below him. The damage it's doing is amazing. You were a single solar parent for 10 years. Don't worry about it, Irina. I understand, folks. I understand. Okay? Some people have money, some don't. Okay? That's the way this world is built. Just do what you can do. All right? I wish the best for everybody. And folks, every night when I go to bed, I read a little bit from that Bible, and then I say a prayer. And my ending prayer every single night is I ask the Lord to allow me to continue help him make this world a better place and make people happy. I do, folks, honest to God, that's what I do. And I mean it with all my heart. And when I do that and I say that prayer, I think of all you folks who come here, listen to me. Some of you want to make fun of me, that's okay. Okay? All right? You know? And I want to thank you for those who stick up for me, okay, and fight these bots, fake accounts. I just can't imagine that. Isn't that something else? I can't even imagine it, these fake accounts. All right? How do they write? I don't know. Somebody's managing something there, that's for sure. I don't know how it works, folks. All right? Yes, Venezuela was justice for the country. 28 million people. The people in Venezuela are very beautiful people, folks. All right? I never been to South America. Well, I was in Costa Rica, okay? I never made it to Panama. Wonder, I'm going to be explaining whether it's accidental or not, okay? I just think it was my destiny of the things that I've done. I've done many things in my life. I got many stories to tell you, okay? But the most important thing that I want to do for you folks is if I could help you in any way, if I could motivate you, say a prayer for you, all right? Whatever I can do. You got a question you need help with, ask me. Hopefully, maybe I could help you, okay? I'm very much into motivation, folks, okay? You know, see this book here? Think and Grow Rich. This is the complete text in its original form that my friend Gregory Reed has given to me from San Diego. All right? This is a book that Gregory Reed, 3 Feet from Gold. And folks, I'm going to be writing a motivational book myself. And you know, a lot of you are probably, you know, you got Tony Robbins, you got a million people like him who only make their money mimicking guys like Napoleon Hill and other authors of books like that. You don't have to pay these guys big money, folks. Not at all. Read a book. Don't pay people. Because whatever you want to do, all right? You are the only one. Tony Robbins can't do anything for you. It's got to be you. You got to want it. You got to taste it. You got to work for it. I have an old saying, the harder I work, the luckier I get. Thank you, my friend from Liverpool, for coming. All right? Christ is Lord. You are right. Motivation. Ricky Aaron needs some fans too. Folks, hit that like button, okay? If you haven't hit that like button and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Okay? I don't know how many new subscribers I got here today, but it looks like it's only 27. Okay, only 27 new subscribers. Come on. Okay, we can do better than that, folks. So let's start hitting that subscribe button. All right? So, folks, I want to tell you, you don't have to be paying people big money to learn something. You got to learn to read. That shows that you really want it and that it's in your heart. Then people paying some people big money for real estate courses. Con men. I'm going to be telling you this, who to stay away from, who not to give money. Somebody wrote, glory to Ukraine, another great country. Folks, what do you think is going to happen there? What is happening? I don't think Putin is going to move. Okay? Now, there's a big difference between Venezuela and Russia. Putin's a tough guy. And Trump knows he's having problems with Putin. All right? He wants to agree to peace talks, but then he sends all the bombs in and kills more people in the Ukraine. Okay? That doesn't show anything that he wants to help, that he wants peace. No, he don't. He wants the whole country. And if he gets that country, he's going after other countries. All right? So tell me, folks, what do you think is going to happen there? I know Trump is disillusioned. He thought he was going to get peace there, but he hasn't. And I don't know, things might break up over there again in Israel and Gaza, okay? So there's a lot of things, all right? We got a lot more people here coming in, okay? And are you hitting that subscribe button, okay? If you don't hit that subscribe button, I'm going to smash you with my bat. See, folks, I can't have a gun, so I keep a bat at my door. All right? Just thought I'd show it to you today. Okay? All right, everybody. I'm going to get going. I want to thank you all for coming here today. All right? See you tomorrow, and we'll see what's going to go on with Maduro, what's going on in Venezuela, and where will Donald Trump go next. I think it's going to be Cuba. Just my thoughts. I could be wrong. Okay? So, folks, everybody have a great, blessed day. God bless you all. Okay? God bless you all. And all my love and respect to each and every one of us. All right. Take care, everybody. Green Eye, thank you so much. Okay. $2, it's all appreciated. From Liverpool, England. Okay? I got a lot of friends in England. I'll be visiting there this year. All right, so I'll be coming to England. Yes, I am Catholic. Thank you, uh, Wonder. Wondering Monk. Yes, I am a Roman Catholic. All right? Did I go to Venice? No, I never been to Epstein. All right, folks. Take care. God bless you all.